What's up, guys? Sleepy Jirachi here, and today we are finally going to get the EV codes tutorial out of the way. A lot of you, a lot of people have been waiting for this for a very long time. I apologize for not getting it sooner. First off, they did add a bunch, so if you want, I can tell. I'm just gonna say this real quick. You cannot go into a battle unless you have 510 or less EVs. If you go over that, so if you hit 252 in each one of these categories, you're going to go over it and you're not going to be able to battle online. A lot of people have problems with this. Well, a lot of the Pokemon that you might be EV-coing might already have EVs. And if that is the case, if you're, say, you want 252 HP, okay, and 252 attack. Now, of course, you have 4 points left over. So why not stick that somewhere like, I don't know, defense. But then, maybe this Pokemon was previously used in battle, and it probably has EVs. So make sure you just go to every other one, and just hit 0. Because this way, you're actually showing that it has no EVs in there. You're wiping the other EVs. And this is what I think a lot of people had problem with at first. Now, that's pretty relatively simple, and that's not what this tutorial is actually going to cover. Just get rid of those real quick. Did I do defense? I did 4 defense. Anyway. What this one is going to cover is actually the custom EV codes, and I will show you that in a segundo. Let me just clear out these zeros. I already did that one. Clear out the 0, clear out the 0. Okay. All stats codes. Now, this is what most people had confusion with. Set number of tool items: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. HP, attack, defense, special attack, and speed, special attack, special defense. I don't know why they put speed above special defense and special attack. It should be after, personally. But okay. So first things first. When you're doing this, you're gonna want to go to the top, go to tool item codes, and just hit a bunch of tools and apply that. And now, once that's applied, then you'll actually have all the tool items that you need to make this a reality. Relatively easy stuff so far, right? Okay, now, you can go back down. Now you have 999 items for your first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slots. So that is a glorious start. But first, we're actually going to have to go into the game and change all of this before we actually do any of this. So, we're going to go into the game right now, and I'm going to show you how to actually change these EVs by doing really cool EV stuff. In 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Alright, so start up your game. Go ahead, wherever you are. Rust Turf Tunnel, perhaps. I don't know. And go right ahead into your bag. And in your bag, in your items, this one right here, this blue Pokeball dude, you will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items. All set to the default 900. So this, right here, Master Ball is HP, attack, defense, speed, special attack, and special defense. So, we will discard, say you want, let's see. How about 50? Actually, it would be a lot better if we actually just went to the Pokemon Center real quick. So let's just go on over to the Pokemon Center. Because then we can actually see what the first Pokemon in our box is, and that just makes a lot more sense, you know? I don't know why I was sitting in Rust Turf Tunnel. Make sure you're at a Pokemon Center, that helps a lot. Make sure you also fly there on a Latios or Latios, because flying the old way is lame-o sauce. Okay. So now here we are at the Pokemon Center. Box 1, slot 1. We have my competitive Sunkern, which we're actually not going to be changing. Instead, we will be doing this Hoopa. Okay? And if we want, we can actually take a look at this Hoopa. And I will show you shortly. Okay, so this Hoopa has max attack, max speed, and 4 HP. We're going to change that. And what we're going to do with that is we're going to give it 50 in each EV stat. That's not a competitively viable thing to do, but at the same time, this is just a tutorial to show you how this works. And again, don't forget that you cannot go above 510 EVs. Now, I'm going to show you, say we want to do, let's do this. 100 in everything except for speed. Okay, so we're going to discard 100, or, well, actually 800. Do the math. In each of these, okay, so we should now have 100 HP when we do the code. 100 attack. 100 defense. This is speed. So what we're actually going to do for speed is discard about 650. Now each EV goes up to 255. Let me discard all these. This one will now be speed. Okay. So we got 100 in each. This one's going to be speed. And then this one we will discard 800 for special attack. And then 800 for special defense. Now it's just the first items like 1 through 6. So it doesn't matter what the item specifically is. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now since this is over the amount you can actually put in there, it should resort to 0 in that EV. It says specifically 256, but I don't know what that math is. If we get rid of 700, that'll give us 200. 750, 740, that'll give us 260. So now if we specifically get rid of 4, we should have 256, which should result in this stat getting exactly 0 EVs. If that is confusing, you can easily use the 0 that's built into PowerSaves already. But basically, what should happen to this Hoopa is it should now have 100 in each stat except for speed. Okay? Okay. Now, the Hoopa is in the box, I believe. Let's double check just to make sure. Yes, Hoopa is waiting patiently for his new EVs. So now let's save the game. Go ahead and switch on back over to the PowerSaves module. A lot of people ask, why is mine red? This is actually Power Play, but I use a PowerSaves key. I do not recommend ever getting Power Play. PowerSaves is better in every single way. I simply use the program because it has a Pokeball on it. Anyway, go down to EVs right here. There you go. Okay. Now, go to All Stats Code. Set number of tool items, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, HP, attack, defense, speed, special attack, and special defense. We're going to apply this. And in the end, it should work out perfectly. Now, obviously, the reason most of you would be using this code is if you are using a specific EV set. So this may get more complicated for you, but I'm hoping this tutorial at least outlines the basics. There we go. At least outlines the basics of how to use this code.